Michelle Miller here. You may know us for our children's books. We have favorites like the That's Not My series, All Better, Nibbles, and more. But today I'm here to show you some books that you may not have considered for yourself.
When kids see the adults they love reading and writing in everyday life, it makes them more likely to love reading and writing as well. So let's find you your next novel. In the Book of Secrets and Book of Answers, you'll follow Gabe, who's an orphan being raised at a monastery, and he is set on an adventure that he was not prepared for as he receives a special quest from his dying mentor. You'll follow him through the first and second book, and you'll find all kinds of crazy adventures, including a band of Robin Hood-esque girls who help him along the way. In the Mapmaker Chronicles, you'll follow Quinn on his adventure to map the uncharted world in a race against other mapmakers. You'll find adventure, excitement, danger, friendship, betrayal, and more. I really enjoyed reading these this spring. The Impossible Quest series reminds me of a mix between Harry Potter and Lord of the Rings. There is tons of magic, but it's set in a more medieval time period. I read these between the week of Christmas and New Year's one year, and I could not put them down. Each book ends on a cliffhanger, so make sure that you grab the series instead of just one book at a time so you're not left hanging. If historical fiction is more your thing, check out the Clockwork Sparrow series. You'll follow Sophie and her friends, male and female, as they solve 4 different mysteries with a plot running throughout all of them. You'll enjoy the character development along the way across the 4 books. If you're into fantasy and some teenage angst, check out the Cursed Unicorn series. These books do not have to be read in order except for starting with the first, which is the Midnight Unicorn. They all have slightly different adventures with some common characters throughout. I cannot recommend our Illustrated Originals series highly enough. I enjoyed Black Beauty as a read aloud this summer to my girls, but would have enjoyed it just as much on my own. These classics are complete and unabridged with beautiful illustrations in them to keep you interested along the way because, hey, adults can like pictures in books as well. Speaking of loving pictures, check out our other illustrated options. I love the illustrated stories from China. The illustrations are absolutely breathtaking, and the stories from another culture are so much fun to read. Our Illustrated Fairy Tales book is another awesome option because who doesn't love a good fairy tale? If you're looking for more classics, check out our Complete Shakespeare, Complete Dickens, or even our illustrated The Odyssey. These have all you're going to want from the classics and illustrations and more. If graphic novels are more your thing, we have that covered too. We have classic stories like Robin Hood, Macbeth, and others, so you can read one of these and enjoy them. If you're outdoorsy or just like to be prepared, our Bear Grylls Survival Skills book are going to be fun for you to check out and learn all kinds of new information and tips and tricks for surviving in the wilderness. Something that has been very helpful to me as a homeschool mom, but also would be helpful if I had kids and other educational options, are encyclopedias. We used the World History Encyclopedia to set a timeline to some of the things we were reading about this year, especially the kings and queens of England, and we enjoy learning about the feudal system and castles using this book. Who said activity books are just for kids? Pick up A Year in My Life or one of our My Year Of books to get yourself being creative every day with a simple prompt. Sticker books may have been made for kids, but they are just as much fun for adults, I promise. My friend Rachel and I had a fun evening together, doing sticker books, eating desserts, and drinking wine. We also had wonderful conversation, and my girls jumped in and joined us for some of it, but it was fun to mostly be able to place the stickers on my own. I enjoyed it so much that I got myself another sticker book for Christmas. The last activity book I want to show you is How to Draw Fairies and Mermaids. This has great ideas for you to do with your kids, but it has also been fun for me to create using this book with the little prompts that they have. Here are some of my creations.
Thanks so much for joining me. I hope you take this time to pick out a book or 2 or 3 for yourself. Grab an activity book and one for your kids and have fun creating together. Let them see you reading and raise a family of readers.